What's up, guys? I'm Ethan Pino, and the poem I was given was Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. So let's just jump right into this. Some facts about Poe. Number one, he was an orphan, and I think he was adopted when he was like 2 years old. The cause of Poe's death is still a mystery to this day, which I find insane, because how do you not figure that out? Like, I don't know. Number three, when he was a kid, he was actually an athlete. He ran, swam, even boxed, which I find insane, because I always thought Edgar Allan Poe was just a guy who wrote poetry his whole life. I don't know, maybe just me. Number four, he married his teen cousin who was like a decade younger than him. And number five, on top of like all his famous poems, he also did textbooks, novels, and even book reviews. So, to skip past the other facts, the lines of the poem might be hard to see, but they're right here. But it's okay, because I have a YouTube video for you guys to watch, so enjoy.
From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view.
Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me just jump back in here real quick. So yeah, that was the poem. Pretty deep. So Soapstone. The speaker was just someone, I'm guessing, preferably a man, who was just thinking about his childhood of when, he was kind of different from everybody else, so he was isolated, so he was just reminiscing on that. The occasion, the speaker was expressing, his thoughts and feelings that's been trapped up inside his head for who knows how long, about what it was like being that lonely kid. The audience is everybody who, like, the speaker felt disconnected from then, or still now, because he still could be different. And yeah, that's pretty much the audience. The purpose, he's trying to show the audience, like, and explain to them how he felt, and like why he had such a troubled childhood, and because he had an unusual mindset, right? The subject is he was misunderstood from everybody in the world, and isolation sometimes can be the best solution to someone who's just different from everybody else. The tone was gloomy, alone, secluded, and misery. Kind of sad. But I have a song that kind of similar to that. It's called Astronaut. Came out in 2012 by Simple Plan. I personally have never heard it until I actually researched this project, but it's pretty good. So I have a little bit of the music video for you guys to watch. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's kind of long and repetitive, but you'll get the understanding of it from what I show.
Can anybody hear me? Or am I talking to
that's pretty much it. The rest of it's just the chorus and just the rest of the music video. Let me get back here. Alright, perfect. So, we're gonna go to this soapstone. Now, there it is. Just a little bit of a delay. Speaker is a person who feels disconnected from literally everyone around them. The occasion is kind of speaker just in a state of confusion and loneliness because he's just lost in his thoughts. He's like, kind of feels like something is missing from him, but he can't figure it out. The audience is anyone who's feeling lost and just trapped in their own world and trying to figure it out. The purpose is to let out all the emotional problems kind of hidden inside of him and he can't seem to resolve. The subject is being lost in your head and having nowhere to turn can really just put you in a state of just isolation, just, I don't even know, just trapped away from everybody kind of. Spending too much time on an issue can isolate you from everybody, like I said. The tone is lonely, stranded, and just confused, disoriented, all this sad, depressing stuff. Alright, we're gonna skip past all this, just some extra stuff for the teacher. And then Venn diagram. Okay, hopefully you can see that. No, we're gonna do that. Just, I don't know if that helped, but hopefully it did. So this is the poem. Both is right here in the middle, and then the song is right here on the right. So some differences from the poem that the poem had that the song didn't have is it uses imagery throughout the poem, so it uses really vivid descriptions like the red cliff of the mountain, talks about storms, lightning, all this different stuff. Number 2 has a rhyme scheme of A-A-B-B, so that means the first 2 sentences rhyme, then like the next 2 sentences rhyme, so it's like 1 and 2 rhyme, 3 and 4 rhyme, 5 and 6 rhyme. You get it. The poem uses parallelism, which is kind of like comparing things from the past and the future in one thing, and it keeps on going back and forth. And that's like, I want to say it's like lines like 6 through like 11. You'll see it's just repetitive like that. The song, some differences it has is it uses similes throughout the whole song. So it says, I'm trapped like an astronaut, like a astronaut. Like it's comparing 2 things. Poem, surprisingly, doesn't have any similes. The song has a rhyme scheme of A-B-A-B, so the first and third line would rhyme, and then the second and fourth line would rhyme. So that'd be like 5th, 7th, 6th, 8th. It's kind of confusing, but if you look at it, you'll see it. The rhythm of the song is fast-paced. Obviously, you can see like it's a song, so it's not gonna be super slow. While the poem is really deep and dark and intense. Some factors that they both share though is the tone in both the poem and the song is really gloomy, just depressing, sad, sorrowful. Both of them use metaphors to kind of explain the speaker's state of mind. Both pieces leaves the audience feeling kind of sad and almost like not guilty, but just feel bad for the speaker, you know? He's trapped and isolated from everyone. So a little conclusion statement. In conclusions, songs should be considered poems because of the deep theme of human nature they kind of share, as well as the multiple poetic devices that it uses. So like even these two poems, these 2 pieces of writing share the same tone. Edgar Allan Poe in a song share the same tone, and the song uses a bunch of poetic devices throughout the whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. So, and you know I had to go extra credit meme right here. It says, try to be hipster and marry his cousin. It's kind of corny, but like, there's not too many Edgar Allan Poe memes in the world. So, thank you guys for watching. I know it's kind of long, but have a good one.